All my life, sacrifice, hustle pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Yeah. All my life, been grinding all my life. Yeah. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life. I've been grinding all my life. Yeah. I'm married to this guy. That's who I made my wife. Said I die alone. I told that bitch she probably right. Okay, y'all. I just was giving y'all an introductory. Let's get TikTok up and running. Hi, hi, hi. Yes, we doing readings at this time of the day because I got to get that shmoney. All day, baby. All day, player. All day. Yes, Lord. Come on in. I'm waiting. Hey TikTok, come on in, y'all. Come on in. I know I'm doing readings late, but it's no special time to do a reading. Okay, y'all get in here, cause there's a lot going on this planet, and we need to talk. There's some things going on. I haven't been on, but I'm gonna be on. How you doing, Twitch? Are you somebody on YouTube? Twitch, how you doing? Thank you for your love, I know, and support. I haven't been on in a while because you remember I said I was doing schooling, and then I found out some news that had me like all in my mind, and it just had me puzzled and surprised. So should I should I share the news with you, Twitch? Okay, so is my TikTok people in yet? Because I want to make this like a thing, like a since Twitch you've been on with me for so long. um I'm being patient with the people on TikTok because I want to tell it to you, especially because you're like a family to me, being that you've been so supportive on my platform. So I want to share with you something that I found out. And I'm excited but curious. I'm really curious. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much details about my curious part of what I found out. So hi everybody on TikTok. Come on in, come on in. I know you don't see psychics doing readings at 12 in the morning, but I haven't been able to sleep because I've been so excited. So the news is my car haven't been acting right, right? And I happened to go to this tire place for them to do my car right, only to find out only to find out, tell me if this is a weird twist. Only to find out after going to this garage where this tire place is that the owner, or I guess the guy that run it, I'm assuming he might be an owner. I don't know. I ain't never get to talk to him too much about that. Comes to find out that I have a child from him. He's my baby daddy, and he's moved up here from Fort Lauderdale and been here a few months. And yeah, I have a child out there I didn't know about. Yeah, tell me about it. And everybody's now admitting that she's my child, and I did not know that. Like, how do we do that? She's 3 years old. This is very strange. My friends up north find that to be strange how all of a sudden this man that I've taken my car to twice is a man that gave me a child, and I didn't even know I had a child that was 3 years old. So this is why y'all haven't been seeing me doing readings. This is like a mouthful. Nobody's really giving me answers, and he's not telling me nothing except for he's in love with me. He's been in love with me, and he's the reason why I haven't been having relationships or guys been turning me down because he's been telling them that I have a child and that he's the baby father. But well, how did I know that? But other people, some people in my family knew, but I didn't. So I just found this out like 2 weeks ago. So yeah. Yeah, tell me about that. I can see you are going to be saying something in the comments, Twitch. This is like, how do we do this? Like, how did that even happen? Like, did you break in my house and get me pregnant? And then when you found out I was pregnant, you snatched me out the house and took me to an underground place to take the baby out my stomach. I'm like, I'm thinking that's what happened because it's really true. I do have a daughter. I really do. Actually, I have more than one. So I'm thinking the baby were twins. Yeah. He's now talking to me, the father telling me, he's trying to bring me close with them. And he moved up here so he can tell me that. But it's the way he did it. It's like you're messing with my car just for me to come and bring my car to your shop just to sit down and tell me we have a child together. And like, why you didn't tell me that after I was healed? You wait 3 years later this month to tell me this. I have, and then like he's telling me he knows I'm mad at him and stuff. Like, how can I do that? I don't even know you. I ain't even know you gave me babies. Like, what the fuck? Like, and then to turn around and really believe that they are mine. Like, oh my God, son. I am I'm happy because I always wanted children. And y'all have seen me say this on my lives. Those are y'all who are here with me now. And to come to find out this year, 2 weeks ago, that I actually have children for real. And so now here it is. The man is Haitian and American. So I'm like, okay, you use Obia on me to have a baby. You did some love spell stuff, slipped the card through my front door and had sex with me. You must have did some rupee type shit to me because I would have known that I would have known that somebody laid on me and bust a nut. How am I not knowing? And then he's really telling the truth. Like, how did you pull this off? That's all I want to know. I don't care that I have the child because she's pretty. I did meet her because I noticed she was up at the shop when I first went there. Child. And she favors me a lot. She's a pretty girl, so I believe it. But I my thing is I need to have see some DNA. He keeps assuring me that's my child and he loves me and he's sorry for what he did and that I'm just finding out in 2026 but I have a seed, more than one seed, so I don't know if she's a twin, but I met the both. I've seen the both of the children. Yeah, this and I'm finding out that a family member knew and didn't want him to ever tell me and was kind of pushing him away. So yeah, it's a lot going on. And I'm in a situation where he's like, well, I know you didn't know nothing about this, and now I'm coming forward telling you I know you're gonna be mad, and I didn't really want to come forward and tell you, but I had to, you know. And I guess because the children are asking, saying calling mommy, but they don't know who their mother is. So I guess that's why he had to tell them that, that I'm actually their mom. I'm just curious on how he pulled this off and how he even met me to do this. Is it's just a lot of things are not adding up, and I feel like I would accept everything if he would just really come over here and sit down, talk to me, and let me really know like what really happened and why 3 years later you're telling me I have two girl children with you. And and the thing about it, he was like talking to me last week or week before last, like I remember him. And I remember doing this and having a child, and I had the child in my hand when it was born. I said something is definitely going on wrong. I don't remember this dude. I never met anybody like him. I never met him. So, okay, I said, you know what? Because I've been having readings where things have come out, or my friends have pulled me to their psychic channel and was doing stuff. And sometime I would see one of the friends, she would be doing readings, and I always would feel like it resonated to me, or she would be pulling her energy to me to make me feel like it was my reading she was doing. So all this time, for the 4 or 5 years I've been dealing with her, she's actually the mother of the guy that has the shop that told me I have a child from him. Yeah, she's a psychic reader on YouTube. It's her son. I guess I happened to be on her psychic channel a lot back in the days, like 2, 3 years ago. And he happened to be on there. Now that I remembered last week, I'm like, yeah, she did have a son come on one time when I was on there. It was just me and a few other people, and it was like midnight almost. And she was on there. It didn't look like she recognized it was him on there. She probably don't know he had a YouTube. And all of a sudden, and I'm like, okay, I ain't thinking nothing of it. All this time, she keep telling me, "Oh, Divine, do a reading, book a reading." She been telling me this for like 4.5 years, son. And I ain't know, like, how you know me, why you keep telling me to book a reading with you and stuff. And up to today, I still haven't booked a reading with her. But I just happened to go to this car place and was like, look, son. So now me and him talk, but we talk as if we're friends, and like he's moving real slow. Like he keep telling me, he liked me and he's in love with me. He always been, but things went wrong. I guess people were lying to him about me and stuff, kind of to push him away because they didn't feel like he was telling the truth. Like, how do she have a child and she doesn't know? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the certain individuals in my family wanted me to know because they didn't want to have to explain how everything happened. But I'm in the dark. Like, how are you giving me a child and I don't know? And then the funny thing about it, y'all, is like last year I kept feeling under my stomach. I kept rubbing my stomach because I was having, some stomach issues. And I kept feeling a line, like a line was under there. You know how when you have C-sections, it leaves a scar? And I kept feeling that under my stomach, but I'm like, oh, that's nothing. That could be like, my vein popping through my stomach and stuff. Now that I realize it, I had a C-section. I didn't even know. Yeah, I have C-section mark on my stomach, and I didn't even know that was happening. I knew that I've been abducted before I moved in my condo. I've had a few abductions, but now things are coming together. I don't think that's what it was. It was and it wasn't. Okay, so but I'm not gonna go into details because I don't know if he be watching my videos, and I don't know if he would have been cool with me telling y'all this because it is kind of private. It is really private because not a lot of people know, but I don't know if I should have put this out there like that. I'm just shocked as hell because I still can't believe that after sitting on the computer for many years complaining that I want a child, and here it is, some man that's half Haitian, half American is now telling me that he has been giving me children. And I'm thinking, you remember just a few weeks ago before I even came on today, I've been telling y'all that I've been abducted. I've been abducted. Actually, I really have, but didn't know like real people was actually doing it to me because I would come be in my bed not knowing nothing and feel like I'm been dosed or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that probably I am really getting abducted. That's why I started thinking that. Yeah, this is a real true story that just happened to me 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that's strange. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too deep because I don't wanna, I didn't ask him if I could talk about the story online. So I hope he's not watching or his mother isn't watching because she is a big psychic on here. I didn't know I did not know that's even his mother too. I'm starting to put together pieces and do some shuffling, and that's how I'm starting to find out more stuff about my situation. So, yes, his mom is a psychic on here. She has a lot of number of people. I'm not gonna close her name. You'll probably find out if you're on my YouTube channel and you're looking through my videos and you're noticing I'm always watching a particular psychic. Okay. Yeah. So let's get going. I'm not going to talk deep about it because, like I said, out of respect, I don't really have much to go on. And I've been asking for documents to prove that this are my children. I do feel that one of the girls is, well, both of them, because they really favor me a lot. And I'm really starting to think it's true because I feel the scarring under my stomach that was a C-section. It looked scarring, and anyway, let's get going with this reading. This is strange. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. He seems to be a good guy, um, very loving. He keeps telling me he's in love with me. I believe him, but he seems cool though. He seems genuine. Um, but I'm moving slow because I have no memory of any of this happening to me till these past 2 weeks. So yeah, let's go with these readings. Um, let's see. So the title is What's Going On in Your Life? It can be in my life, your life. This is a general reading for all zodiac signs, okay? All right. So, gratitude. Thank you for any information that I need to know. Thank you for your honesty and knowledge and wisdom of what's going on in our lives. I share this story with you. Um, I told this to I'm telling this to you guys because it might could be somebody that has been through the same thing that I have. So I just want y'all. I'm just sharing my story in case anybody else have a story similar to mine and they want to share, but you don't know how to. And I could be the one that just gets you started to tell your story that you've been finding out and keeping a secret. Okay, there you go. So let's get going. What is it that we need to know, Spirit guys? What is it that you have for all general reading of all zodiac signs today? Thank you. Thank you for using me as a vessel to reveal the messages these to these people. I'm not this is so overwhelming for me. I'm just excited. I'm not even mad at the guy because he seems because he's cute in his own way. But I think I'm more happy about the situation than mad because I always wanted children. So yeah. Um anyway, so act on your idea. Realistic and predicted approach. Goals, define, timing, ambition, and cooperation. In the past, if you were seeing these numbers, they actually had meaning in the past. You had to act on ideas, and now some of them has been void. Yeah. Mm, mm. Yeah, they have been voided because something it just wasn't right at the time. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Some of y'all had ideas and it didn't go through because at the time it just wasn't the time. You had to work on certain goals. You had to work on yourself to make certain goals come through for you. You could have had a negative mindset that you did not need to carry with you into this project that you wanted to do. For some of y'all did it and was able to get through the project, even though you had negative and toxic energy around you. You were still able to manage. Some of y'all didn't even make it because your surroundings was so bad, and you could have had illness, a lot of things going on within your personal life that just never manifested the things you wanted. Um, yeah. Mm. Yeah, you had to compromise. You had to compromise some things, let it go. It was being stressful. It was being stressful. So moving forward, what you're doing is you don't want to you're gonna have to let go a little bit more. You're gonna have to compromise something. I should have started off with that other day. Support. You weren't getting enough support. That's I was gonna say that you weren't getting enough support. There wasn't really no help there. And that had to you had to be persistent. You had to move swift. You had, you had to shift your emotions. Get out that laziness to make this work. Some of y'all were in a business and you went into it with no help, or you had help but they weren't right, like ambitious enough. You know how some people will help you if they're partnered with you in something, but if they didn't do it, they tend to not be so active in helping you grow. They'll just stand away type thing. Yeah. And you're a person, when you put something to mind, you just want to make it, get up and move. You want to see action. But you weren't getting no help. You weren't really getting the help. And that was slowing you down. You was getting too much coming forward and you didn't have enough rest. You didn't have enough help in this business. So you had to compromise some things, man. Come up with a better plan to run this business so it's not boggling you down. You had to rearrange your life, some of the things in your life, everyday life. Mm. When you see this number coming, some of y'all, if you see this coming soon, that's a good thing. Change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. Okay? What else are the angels telling us? Cycles. In the past, you were going through some cycles, whether it's a cycle of karma, warnings, judgment, influence, power, cycles of change and rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so far. They don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. So, this is what you were doing in the past. Oh, somebody needed to see this part. You needed this message from the angels. There's something else going on. That's why I'm looking puzzled. Something else going on. I don't want to use this. Let me use another deck. I want my Lenormand deck. Um, for those of y'all are readers or looking to be a reader, this is a good deck to get. I just got it off of Amazon 2 days ago because I have the Illuminati Tarot deck. So, yeah, a lot of people don't know some of the secret societies have decks. So, this is This is the Illuminati Tarot. I got this. I get a lot of my decks on Amazon and some of the local metaphysical shops around here. One of them is owned by a Mason that I go to frequently. But I had slowed down on spending money with them because I was finding better things online. So, yeah. And then I have another one that I didn't even remember I had, the Rosicrucian tarot deck. I didn't even know I had this one. I just happened to go through my cabinet and I seen it. I'll be having so much decks. Some of them I haven't even used yet. I just yeah. So see, yeah, and so I bought this because I already had the tarot deck, but it's different people. Um, I got a lot of her. I have Hermetic tarot decks, Egypt tarot decks. I have Cherokee. The Cherokees have a tarot decks too. So yeah, I got a lot of sacred and secret society type stuff. Because I'm a Shriner, uh, a Muslim Shriner. I guess there's some, they don't call themselves that, but they call themselves the Moors of the Moorish nation. Yeah, the ones that wear the fez with no writing because they're the original ones. The one who started that uh, nation and started the fez, the wearing of the fez. So yeah. Anyway, let's go. What is it that we need to know today, Spirit? Gratitude. Thank you for any information. There's a man. All right, this is a second reading, okay? The first one was like an introductory to kind of get a feel of things, okay? Since it's been a while I've been on, okay? So this is reading number one. Take what resonates. This has nothing to do with what the cards I just picked up. Now we're actually doing the zodiac signs. I do general readings. Once in a blue moon, I might pick a zodiac sign to do for the whole video. But about 2 years now, I've been doing just general readings for all zodiac signs. You just take what resonates with you. If it don't, come back when it do. I will always welcome you. Thank you. Okay, so right now, when you see me use these cards or mention anything about Leah Norman, for those who are new again, I always say this deck is always being done in numerical order. So however it falls out, I have to put it in order. So if you're seeing me shuffling cards around, it's because the reading has to be done in numerical order. Okay. All right. Let's go. For those who don't know me, I am Divine Angel Wisdom. I am a shaman, empath, divine minister in my tribal nation. We are sisters and brothers of the Cherokee nations, um, of the lost tribes of Cherokees as well. So I'm a divine minister in that. Um, I don't know what's going on. Mm. Okay, I guess I can't be talking about that because they're telling me my live is not visible. I don't know why. So I'm gonna keep going. If y'all are seeing me on TikTok, oh well, you can come on YouTube and under Divine Angel Wisdom, and you could watch the video. All right. So there's a house here. House. Something is going on in somebody's house. 9. Change. A change is going on in somebody's home because of great fortune. You could be moving into a bigger home, especially if you have a family. So, a change of a journey pertaining to a household who receives great fortune. Okay. Okay. So, here's what we got going on here. Y'all see this all laid out? I'm sorry. Oh, okay, let me fix this. Oh, jeez, Lord have mercy. Okay, Twitch. Okay, Twitch. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Okay, there we go. So we have is this nervousness? Somebody don't want probably should never told what I told y'all because my hand is shaking like somebody is connecting with me and they're trembling or I'm an empath, so I tend to pick up on people's energy. I'm very sensitive to people's energy, whether you're online or offline, whatever. Okay, what y'all see here is there's marriage. There's a married couple who has a false person that's trying to change their journey and things in their household because of some great fortune. So you could be living in an apartment or you could have a neighbor that is a dirty neighbor that likes to do magic, black magic, whatever kind of magic, or put set of tensions on your marriage and household. What do we need to know about this demon? I call them demons. Okay, yeah, at great fortune, which is going to either they're trying to get your great fortune to start their own business, or you're going to be marrying somebody, but they're going to be a false person who comes in and change your journey and your household and your great fortune and put you in a better place. Who they're trying to say this woman is a false person. So this is a warning. Somebody could have left a person that is their true love to go marry somebody who is actually a false person. This person could be trying to mirror this man's true love, the one who he should really be with. And then now because he's being tricked or his energy is being messed with to make him think that the one that's doing this is his real true person when it's really not. She's messing with his energy and then the energy trying to change his mindset to get with her. But the thing is, this woman is not even contracted to him. Like she has nothing to do with his life. She just wants to get into it because she's finding out he's coming up on some money and she wants to do a business. So this could be a woman that's just an asshole. Oh, excuse me. That's just being a pain in the neck. She wants something with somebody that she's that is not going to work out because you're not contracted to that person to have that kind of life. You have to sit back and be patient and wait for your person to come that will give you that. And it may not happen like that. It may be where you have to put in the footwork to make your life be like this. So there's a false woman who's doing trickery on this man. She don't want this man to marry of a certain female that is a high priest. She is a privileged lady. She has money and wealth. But this woman who's a false person, she's jealous. She don't have that kind of life. But she don't know that. She needs to go get some readings done or tap into herself, meditate and find out what is her life purpose here. and she needs to go seek instead of messing with this man who is trying to get with this woman and trying to provide for this woman because he could have a child with her or plan on having children with this woman that he's already with, or could be some kind of past thing and he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, get back with that person and provide them. This person, this man could be separated from this person and trying to get back, but this false person keeps getting in the way and she's trying to channel to him or telepathically talk to him, but she's trying to disguise her voice as the woman that he's in love with. So what he's gonna need to do, either do some cutting cord, go get you a herbal bath so you could cord cut this woman out your life because she's being a pain in the neck. And she could be paying somebody to do some work on her, like some love spell, some love bombing type stuff, some love spell so she can get you some kind of courting spell or something. So now you know, whoever you are, that's a male that could be watching. There's a female. If your relationship been rocky, y'all arguing, things just seeming off, it's because it's a female that like you that's doing this, and she's trying to make mess up your household. She could be sending a text to your woman, your main woman, the one you really love and want, and she could be trying to mess her up, trying to distract her, probably like mess with her bank account, try to do little things to mess with her to aggravate her, so she could walk out the relationship type thing. So yeah, you got a little nasty person in the background, male, masculine, that is trying to get in the way of your marriage, engagement, or something that you might for some you could be getting ready to go to somebody and ask them for a hand of marriage, but you got this little pain in the neck, false woman here with a false guy trying to disrupt things. It could be your brother and his wife. It could be your uncle and his wife. It could be your grandma, grandpa. It can be. It's two. It's a couple right here, but they're false. They're watching your movement. They could be trying to make things messy. Like if you own a business, they could be going to pay somebody in their town or in their neighborhood to go do something to you to slow up a process or slow things your business down so you hardly making any money and you can't marry this lady. Okay, the not this lady, but the lady you really want to marry. Yeah, yeah. This family member is jealous. If it's a family member, it could be your friend, a guy friend that has a lady friend. They married or partners or side piecing it. Whoever this is that's doing this to you, Mel, they are a couple and they know each other. So probably go down your list of family or friends, and that's who it will be. Okay, there we go. Okay, moving on to reading number 2, 28. Expectations. Somebody who's watching, somebody got expectations. What do we have here? Expectations about a job or some kind of work. What can that be? Okay, there's a lady who gets a message of concern. Family room. So she gets a message of concern and she's sitting in her family room. It could be through text or something that came in the mail. Okay. About some expectations on a job. Hmm. Somebody is. Somebody is going through something on a job, and there's a lady texting somebody on a job, texting a woman who's sitting in her living room with expectations of a job. Now, you could be somebody who has a friend that works somewhere that is looking out for a job for you and probably saying, "Oh, such and such never showed up. We're gonna have this position open, blah blah blah." You know. Mm, mhm. Okay. So now this family. So she gets a message of concern of family in her family about a court. Some court. What the heck? Why I'm feeling like somebody was sent something from the courts while they were sitting in their living room having their expectations about the situation at hand that's pertaining to the courthouse. Hmm. I'm picking up other things that's kind of causing me delays with y'all to bring it out properly because I feel like it's a second energy trying to come in. Okay, so let me rearrange this so it looks more clean for y'all. So what we have here is a message from someone about a concern about some legalities that will leave this person in poverty or have them working for their self or for somebody. But that's not their expectations, is what they're saying. They don't want to get up and work for anybody. They just, yeah, 20. 26. Great fortune. Somebody about to come up on some great fortune. This is the second time this came in a reading. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here. All right. So somebody sends this lady a message and she's concerned. She's at home in her family room when she gets this message or this message, and it's pertaining to some legalities within the court and the judicial system about some money, great lump sum of money. But if she don't get it, she's going to be in poverty and working for someone or herself, and she will not have met her expectations if she doesn't get this great fortune. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, Lord, sorry. Oh, I don't. Y'all ain't tell me I had a number. It wasn't in order right here. Okay. Oh, Lord, I'm sitting there looking at it to make sure that. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Mm. So this legal documents, this message. It's going to be about some inheritance, some great fortune. Somebody's going to be inheriting some money when this letter comes from the courthouse. That's what it say, courthouse. Um, and it's going to be about money, some money that's being left to you, or has just been sitting around. um, but when you get this, you're going to have such great expectations that won't leave you in poverty and working. Let's see. Let's see what's happening here. What do we need to know, Spirit, about this message that was received from the courthouse about some money? Excuse me. They're booked and busy. Booked and busy. Broken promises. Big. A big break is coming when you get this great fortune. Yeah. You're tired of broken promises. You're going to be booked. You get a big break, possibly a job, another work at home, or another windfill of money coming, because it says great fortune, and a big break is there, booked, busy, broken promises. You could be a celebrity too, like a singer or something too. This could pertain to somebody who's a celebrity or celebrities. Mm, mm. Yeah, let me see something here. Safe space. This will put you in a safe space if you get that when you get that great fortune. That's why you have expectations. You don't want to go back into poverty. And you're unbothered now that you know this is about great fortune you're going to be getting. I'm really getting like you're not bothered. You're just enjoying in life and getting, having a little fun. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna clean this up because that's all I have for you in the second reading. Whoever needed to get that. Okay. Peace and love. I will be back on in the morning or later on more in the afternoon. Okay. Peace. Thank you for watching, y'all.